Tattooing tends to be all-consuming.
Yeah.
Like I gave up watching television several years ago. My apprenticeship wasn't easy. Like I cleaned an excessive amount of toilets and picked up too much garbage, and I had to go shopping with my boss's wife, and I mowed his yard on my off days, and I walked his dogs, and basically just walked around kissing ass. If you have seen tattoos that I've done, or you've seen my portfolio, and you like my work, and you want to get tattooed by me, I ask people to literally bring in a list of ingredients, if you will. We create a hierarchy of imagery, or symbolism, and then we might say this piece doesn't fit, but it needs a little this and a little this to create contrast or whatever. And then basically you cook something keeping in consideration, the form, the flow of how it fits on the body. We really try to educate customers as far as what's going to look nice now and in the future, and maybe help them not make mistakes we have created ourselves. But it is difficult because people are ignorant of what's available to them, and they expect much less. In the beginning of tattooing, it's terrifying because you have to get over the fact that you're putting permanent marks on people and that they're trusting their skin to you. Some people say they like it. Some people, along those lines, some people get aroused or like masochists. Some people, like most people, just sit there and do fine and take it in stride, and it hurts a little, but it's acceptable and manageable. And some people hold their breath till they pass out. Occasionally people vomit. Sometimes people pass out and then have seizures. Typically you just sweat and feel warm. Tattooers in general are probably more bizarre than their customers, because it's like you're kind of like a artist slash therapist slash doctor slash shaman slash psychic. Most customers are the most normal people you'd ever meet in your life. They're doctors and nurses. They are like garbage men, and every walk of life we tattoo. It's anything you can imagine. Some people say they like it. Along those lines, some people get aroused or like masochists. Like most people just sit there and do fine and take it in stride, and it hurts a little, but it's acceptable and manageable. Some people hold their breath till they pass out. Occasionally people vomit. Sometimes people have seizures. Typically you just sweat and feel warm. One of the funniest things that's ever happened was a guy, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna throw up, so I'm turning to get the garbage can, and I turn back, and as I'm doing that, he leaps up from the chair, and he's running towards the bathroom, and he sees that the back door is open, so he's like, well, I'm gonna go out the back door, but it's another 15 steps further. And so he goes to throw up, and he tries to catch it, and he'd just eaten a ham and cheese sandwich. So he's got these little dime-sized pieces of ham and cheese all stuck in his goatee and all over his face and stuff, because because it's splashed back, and he's just he's apologizing. He's got he's like, I'm sorry. It's like, no, dude, it's totally cool.